My name is Chef Chinesh Msonda, and I'll be taking you up in an online cake baking class with Woman of Skill Hub. To begin the class today, we're going to look at one particular cake, which is supposed to be a vanilla cake. Our vanilla cake is taking up butter, it's taking up caster sugar, eggs, vanilla essence, and baking powder, flour, and sour milk. So with the butter, we are going to use 250 grams of butter. Caster sugar, we're going to use 1 cup. With the eggs, we're going to use 4 large eggs. Vanilla essence, we're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Baking powder, we are going to use 3 teaspoons baking powder. Flour, we're going to use 2 cups. And sour milk, we're using 1 cup throughout our baking process. So taking you through this process, I'll run you through the ingredients themselves that we already have measured and calibrated according to the recipe at hand. Okay, so here on my table of ingredients, I have all the ingredients lined up and all the ingredients set for the vanilla cake. With me here I have 4 eggs, as you can see, our vanilla essence as measured according to the recipe, the baking powder measured according to the recipe, our sour milk is measured according to the recipe, our margarine butter which we're using measured according to our recipe, our cake flour measured according to recipe, and our caster sugar measured according to recipe. So follow me through the stages. I'm using a hand mix for my mixing. With me here I have a mixing tin. So first things first, to our process, we begin with the butter. So we add the butter. Next thing is our sugar, the caster sugar. So you add the whole cup of the caster sugar. And you begin to beat and mix this mixture on low speed. Minding that our butter and sugar has to be completely mixed through the process. So you beat the butter. When it's well mixed, you can raise the hand mixer to a high speed to give you that floppy and nice mix throughout the process. Okay. This is coming up well. So I rest my mixer just in preparation for my eggs to be added to the mixture. So when it comes to the eggs, you add 1 egg at a time, minding that you're breaking the egg in a separate bowl. In an instance where the egg is not okay or the egg is not fine, you may have to waste a lot of butter, a lot of sugar, just for breaking in an egg that is not okay. So our first egg has been added to the mixture, and we continue the mixture, making sure we get all the butter from the sides, bring it all together, mixing it all well into the egg mix. At this stage, I'll ask my assistant here to break another egg for me. So you can add butter in as well. So you make sure the sugar is well dissolved and the mixture is nice, creamy and fluffy. You can add the other way. On the side nicely. Make sure you don't overspin. And the beauty about this cake mix is that when it's coming with a creamy and fluffy texture, you'll be able to see the change in color from that buttery golden brown to a white kind of creamy taste. Okay, we can prepare the last egg. That means 4 live eggs. So halfway in the process, you can preheat your oven at 180. So I'll ask my assistant to help me to preheat the oven at 180 degrees. We are going to be baking our cake at 180 degrees and we're going to be baking it for the next 30 minutes. So that mixture is well mixed. At this point, I add my vanilla essence and I mix it up already. What we have here is a set of wet ingredients. The other set of ingredients that I'm going to add is a set of dry ingredients and mix it all up together. As part of my preparation for this cake, I'll ask my assistant to nicely grease my 2 pans that I'm using for this. If you have a parchment paper in the house, you can cut a parchment paper, add it to your tray. In that case, you will remain more good to grease your pans with butter and dusting flour. As you can see, I have a nice and creamy mixture in my bowl. Though not completely dissolved, I'll come to my dry ingredients. So I'll add my baking powder. Mix it all completely. Because my flour is already sieved, so I just mix in the baking powder completely. If your flour isn't sieved, you can add both the baking powder and the flour to the sieve and sieve it all in. At this point, I'll add half of my flour to the mixture and mix it all. After a partial mixing, I'll gradually add some of my soya milk to the mixture and mix it all completely. Take it to the height, bring everything all together nicely. was 250 grams of butter, 1 cup caster sugar, 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 2 teaspoons vanilla essence, 1 cup of sour milk. Okay, I rest my mixture again. Add a bit of sour milk and add more of my dry ingredients and start the mixing at a low speed. When the flour is completely incorporated to the mixture, I add more of my sour cream milk. As you can see, I have a creamy, nice textured paste for my vanilla cake. I rest my mixture. So here we have a very nice creamy mixture. So my assistant has done a good job with the pans, but the other stage is to dust it in with the flour. So make sure I dust in with flour nicely on all sides, nicely on all the sides, nicely on all the sides, not to have excess, but just enough to let my cake not stick in the pan after fully baked. So my oven is preheating. Okay, my oven is preheating. I take it up again with the flour with the other tray. Dust out the excess flour. There we go. Dust out my excess flour. There we go. So in my first tin, I lay my first mixture. I spread it evenly. Spread it evenly. Slightly heat it to the surface. Just pour it on. Okay. My second tray, I lay the rest of the mixture. Make sure all that creamy, nice vanilla cake paste goes in. Okay, that is done. Spread it evenly. Okay. Semolize ahead to the surface just to make sure the cake mixture is well compacted in the tray. So there you have it. These are my two cake mixtures. And my oven is preheated. So I'm putting this in the oven to bake for the next 30 minutes. And we are done. So it's been 30 minutes of our baking time, and I hope our vanilla cakes are ready by now. You take them out of the oven and check using a clean knife. If it comes out clean, then our cakes are ready. If there is stains of the cake paste on the knife, that means the cakes are not yet ready. But let's check to see what is happening in the oven. So I have here my first cake. As you can see, my knife is squeaky clean, meaning my cake is ready. Let me check out the other one. Pushing the knife in the center, the knife is clean, both our cakes are ready. So with the vanilla cake, we are done with our session. Catch me next time when we are doing the red velvet and the chocolate cake.